is 7 o'clock, part of the Las Vegas Fantasy Football Conference going down Labor Day weekend. And this is another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space presented to you by the Fantasy Shot Callers with Streamlabs. As always, I'm accompanied with the Warden. The Warden of the South just got in here by the hairs on his chin, and he only got a few of them. Big E.
Hey, salute.
How you doing, brother? You made it.
Hey, I made it on time. I was doing my diss record on y'all cats. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
hey, you don't want to smoke with California now.
Yeah, the game putting out a diss record. You know what I'm saying? Everybody putting out diss records. So I said, hey, why not? I'm just gonna go with my family. But hey, I'm blessed and highly favored. We had a bad storm here, so hopefully don't have much skipping. But much love to everybody. Yes, appreciate you, brothers, man. Let's get it.
It's sunny in California. You're not like us, bro. You're not like
I'm not trying like the no pun intended. You know, I feel you.
Brother Fox, how are you?
Hey, I'm well, brother. I'm well. Blessed to be here. You're love and liberation, everybody.
There it is. Brother Fox, while we got you on the hot seat, how can the good folks take care of us?
As always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know what the HBO special is, it's the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly goes a long way.
It does. This is the episode where we talk, where we share our secrets. I know, me personally, I don't like to share. I'm like Kendrick. I don't want to share the top. I got my picks. I don't like talking about it, so I'm gonna get mine done, and we ain't gonna talk about this no more.
No. I like that.
Big E, you want to start us off with a position?
I can start off with a position. That'd be cool. I'm just gonna start with a wide receiver that I don't think that people are overlooking, but I just think that people need to, take notice of better. And I think that's Puka Nacua. I think Puka. I mean, people are sleeping on him. He's like the 8th ranked receiver. I mean, that's pretty high. I mean, I think they're giving him his just due, but I mean, we know that Cup is a blue tent boy, and his career, even though he hit the Triple Crown, it's over. I feel like it is over. And I mean, that guy, Puka came in, he drafted late. I think was it a 5th round pick? Y'all can tell me if I'm right or wrong. He shined. And I mean, I just saw the talent. Like some guys like Antonio Brown, they come in and you just see the talent. And I just saw it in him, and he's one of the guys just like Amon-Ra. I mean, obviously Amon-Ra St. Brown is higher, but I mean, he's just a guy that is awesome to me, and that I wouldn't mind, drafting at the, beginning of the second or, something like that for me. And I mean, I would feel like that's great value, but I'm just putting that name out there, Puka. I'm not going to tell y'all all my players now, but that's just some of the names I'm going to hit. You know what I'm saying?
What you got for us, Brother Fox?
Hey, let's see. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah, which receiver you got cooking for?
Speaking of Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's who I had as my continually emerging player. So the thing about Amon-Ra St. Brown is that he gets that consistent target share. He's Goff's favorite player, even after they drafted Laporta last year. He's going to consistently get you those numbers. He's going to get you that 1,000-yard season. He's going to get you, between 5 and 8 touchdowns. And for the most part, that can be your consistent wide receiver one. You want whoever you're taking in the 1st or 2nd round. I would, truth be told, if it depends on how big your league is. If it's a 12-man league, I would take Amon-Ra at the end of the 1st round or beginning high 2nd round. That's to me the sweet spot where you can get that wide receiver one production and not be able to, spend too much on it. So yes, that's my player to look out for. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a great pickup for fantasy.
Yeah, I like it. My receiver is going as wide receiver 39, currently ranked 83. I'm going with Hollywood Brown. He will never have a better QB throwing him the ball. Let's face it, we love Lamar. We love Lamar for what Lamar does, but he's not the traditional pocket passer. We love Kyler. Kyler is great at what he does. He's still not that elite pocket passer. I like to see what Hollywood can do, especially when he's not the number one target. Kelsey is still the de facto number one. He's going to be the number one receiver, especially while Rice is sitting out for 4 to 6 weeks. Worthy is the speedster threat down the line, but the more consistent guy, getting him as my flex, I'm comfortable taking what should be Kansas City's number one receiver for majority of the first half of the season, and maybe he capitalizes on that. And if anything, when Rice gets back, that's just less defenses can focus on him. So I like Hollywood as the wide receiver 39 going 83. By that time, I already have my first 2 wide receivers. I take him as a flex or take him as my sixth man, my first guy off the bench when the buys come.
Hey, that's a smart move. That's if Rice comes back. I mean, he done beat somebody else up, and I thought I didn't know if he was down there. If he shot Tank Dell done got shot. I'm just saying, I didn't know if he was down there at that party. You know what I'm saying? Rice been going crazy on
the stuff with Rashee Rice is getting out of hand. When it comes to the whole punching the reporter thing, the gentleman the owner of the club submitted camera footage showing that the guy left. He didn't look in distress when he left, and he had his girl around his arm. So I don't know. It might be a money ploy. It might be Rice is in trouble right now, and they're just trying to kick him when he's down.
That's possible.
We'll see what happens. I still feel like he's gonna miss. I feel like he's gonna miss at least 6 games.
Well, it didn't help. Yeah, it definitely didn't help. And the dude probably is hating. You know how people pile on. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Much love.
Yes, sir.
What you got for us, Big E?
Well, let me see what position do I want to go with now. I guess I will hit running backs, and I mean you could go. I definitely just say preference that I'm not saying Christian McCaffrey, but I just wanted to take him out of my. I'm gonna take him out the blue tent. I'm taking him out of the blue tent. He has performed in the last couple years. I don't do this often. But I'm taking Christian McCaffrey's name out of the blue tent. He's performing it. You still hold your breath when he gets hit, but
he graduated.
Right, he graduated. He's out. You know what I'm saying? For now. But I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon.
Okay.
And I'm just saying this, Joe Mixon, I feel like he's like the 16th ranked, running back coming off of the board. You got people, James Cook in front of him. You got even Alvin Kamara, different players that with the offense that they're going to have, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got Diggs, Stroud, obviously, Tank Dell, and Nico. I mean, it's going to open up gaps for him. And I'm not going to say that he's the player that he once was when he was a little bit younger, but I think it's going to be the best position for him to shine. I know he had a lot of Cincinnati, but I just think this is going to be the year that he shines. And I think a lot of people going to sleep on him when you could get a great back with a later pick. So that's my pick, Joe Mixon.
I like it.
Right on, brother.
What you got?
For me, this one's going to shock some people. So my running back for this season that I believe is a league winner is someone from the Raiders, Zamir White.
Woo! My brother!
What are you thinking? So look, in the 4 games that he took over last year for Jacobs, he was running back 12 in those 4 times. You extrapolate that over the course of a whole season, he would be running back number 8. He's a 3-down player. And right now he's going at the ADP of about running back 26 to 24. Now, I'm not telling you to jump up to 2nd round and draft Zamir White. I'm saying let the board flow as it should. If you grab him at his ranking, late 4th, early 5th round, like he's somebody that you could instantly put into your flex position, or even on bye weeks potentially be your running back 2 and get those heavy carries. Like think about how many carries that Josh Jacobs got last year in this offense. Antonio Pierce he's no stranger to running the football. He loves to run the ball. So why not have the running back? And he also benefited. The Raiders didn't draft the running back into the 6th round of the NFL draft. And the only other person backing him up is Alexander Madison. And we all know he a waste of sperm. He ain't worth a damn. So what I'm saying is you draft somebody like Zamir White, you get him in the 5th, 6th round, be able to put him at your flex position. These are going to be money moves towards the end of the season when you're pushing towards those playoff pushes.
I like it. And I think you got to upgrade in Gardner Minshew at quarterback. slight upgrade.
Exactly.
I don't think Gardner gonna start. I think that Aiden gonna beat him out. I really Aiden blows better than Gardner. I'm telling you, y'all watch and see.
All right.
They gave him too much money for him not to start.
Right.
I think they did pay him, but I mean, if he loses, he loses. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, if Gardner might lose his spot,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the same.
Mm-hmm.
My running back, my league winning running back, is coming off an injury, so the ranking is implied. But I still think when he's healthy, week 6, week 7, he could instantly be a flex and be a steal, going as the RB28, 91 ranked Nick Chubb.
Ooh.
Even at 80%, and you're getting him in the 8th round.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb in the 8th round at 80%. You're not going to take that as a flex. You already got your RB1. You got your RB2. You pretty much got your starters. Have him sit. He got hurt week 2.
Yeah.
He may not be 100% for a minute. He may not ever be 100% of what he was. But even if he's 80% of that, to get that production, Kareem Hunt's no longer there.
Right.
It's his. It's his. They didn't bring Hunt back last year until he got hurt. So I really, the offensive line is still good. The defense is still good. They still play in a cold climate. Nick Chubb can be a league winner. You don't need him to start. You're not drafting him in a position where he needs to start. Obviously, the value is implied coming off the injury and just the injury history. But at 91, yeah, sign me up for Nick Chubb.
No doubt. I like Chubb. I just think he falls hard. He takes a lot of hits. You know, he's a hard runner, of course, but like you know, I think we all saw the highlight when his knee popped out of the socket, and I'm like, you know, it's just like pulled out. Not to say, you know, he's soft because he runs hard. I love the way Chubb runs, and you sniped me in that other in that draft. Remember, I messaged you. I said you sniped me, but at the same time, I think Chubb, he could be a league winner, especially if he starts shining. It could be 90% or go all the way to 100%. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I guess we can. I'll go tight end real quick, and then we can talk about the quarterback, I guess, at the end. But I think for a tight end that I like myself is the Muth, man. I'm going with the Muth. Muth. I think, just being honest with you, when you got Russ, I think Russ is going to be starting this year. Russ, he leans to his tight ends a lot. You know, everybody had Will Disley at one time. We all would fall back. If we didn't have nobody at tight end, we would have Will Disley till he got hurt. And then who was the guy from Denver? Is Deluge or something like that? Deluther or something like that. He shined. I mean, he was nice. I hope to see you in Vegas soon, brother.
Pull up to Vegas. You got a spot in the league if you can make it to Vegas.
Hey, Albert, cool, man. But yeah, I just think that
we still good for Vegas.
I'm good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. Now I said we ain't going. We'll chop it up if don't nobody else go, but they gonna be there. They'll be there. But at the same time, I think that Pat Fryer, they was calling him Baby Gronk before Michael Mayer came to Oakland. He was nice then. I mean, he was a beast. You know what I'm saying, at Penn State. He does have the concussion problems, but he's going to be fine, and I think that he's going to be big for fantasy this year.
I like it.
All right.
For me, this was a tough decision because I'm looking at the tight ends, and there's the obvious ones that are going to put up numbers, but you end up having to take them high. The Kelce's, the Laportas, even slightly, Andrews. But it's like who really is standing out to be a league winner that you don't have to take them in the first few rounds. And I went with him last year, and he was one of my sleepers last year, and I'm going to stick to it. And I think he's going to succeed more this year because their wide receiver unit is in such influx, and that's Dalton Kincaid. Now, Dalton Kincaid, when Knox was out last year, he was trending towards a top 5 tight end. He was putting up consistent numbers. He was getting the target share. And then once Knox came back, he kind of regressed a little bit because of the fact that he wasn't out there always, especially on third downs. He wasn't out there a lot. But I feel like when you draft a player in the first round, it's not if they're going to play, but when they're going to play. You know, similar to the situation with the Raiders. Like, I don't give a damn how good Mayer is. You take Bowers in the first round, Bowers is going to play.
Yes, sir.
So it's the same thing for Dalton Kincaid. He have that shifty elusiveness of a young Travis Kelce, but he can block pretty well too. So I feel like he could be out there all 3 downs. And I feel like this year is the year you're going to see him overtake Knox in that tight end 1 position. And I truly do feel like he can finish as a top 6 to 8 tight end this year in fantasy football.
I like it. I like it. I went with the tight end 4, currently ranked number 63, about 5th round, Mark Andrews. For a minute, it was him and Kelce, 1-2, 1-2. Proven that he can finish top 5 multiple times. Proven that he could finish top 2 multiple times. I understand Flowers is coming on, and they do have Derrick Henry. At the end of the day, Mark Andrews is still fits in that skill set of that inside seam throw that Lamar really excels at. It's the best ball he throws. It's really the only good ball and consistent ball he throws. I still see him as an 80 reception, 90 reception tight end who could flirt around with 800 to 1,000 yards and possibly have 7 to 8 touchdowns and finish as a tight end 2, tight end 3. So to get that type of production, you know, in the 12-team league, only 6 teams can make the playoffs. You want yourself a top 6 quarterback. You want yourself a top 6 tight end. If you can get your RBs and receivers and then still get your tight end and still has top 6 upside, really top 3 upside, I feel like that's a great strategy to take. And I like getting him in the 5th round. So Mark Andrews is my tight end that I'm trying to get as much of as I can 5th round or later.
No doubt. I agree with you, both of you guys, but I was thinking like Laporta. Okay, if they want to put him like he's ranked number 1, you know, but I still feel Kelce, even though Kelce has fallen some, and I think we're getting a little older, you know, but I still see Kelce as the number 1 for me. I mean, you know, if I had a choice between Laporta or Kelce, I would take Kelce. That's just for me. And Trey McBride, they on his nuts, man. 3.
Try.
Out of here. You know what I'm saying? I think I would take Andrews over Trey McBride if I'm sitting there and that's who I have to draft. That's who I have to choose. So, yeah. But anyway, my rant is over. Let me get to my quarterback. And, I went pretty simple with this, but I think, you know what I'm saying, he should be ranked a little bit higher. But, I just went C.J. Stroud. I think that they're all in. He's young. He's a young quarterback. Obviously, you don't have to pay him yet. And so you got all the weapons around him. He showed it last year that he could shine. And even though they were trying to say that the brother was dumb, couldn't pass some of the tests right, he came out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, offensive player of the year, you know what I'm saying? Somebody must have told him how to read the plays. He definitely looked good on my TV. He was shining, you know what I'm saying? Carolina's hating. Carolina's hating right now. You know, trust me. I know I'm right over here. So Stroud, like I said, more weapons. He just got another year to grow. I see he's getting comfortable talking about topics on social media. So he's hating on a few people, talking to the Dallas fans and everything. I'm loving it. So, hey,
he was on Micah Parsons' ass during the draft. He was on him. My goodness.
No doubt. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, if you can get him later, like in the draft where people drafted, you know, Josh Allen early, would you say you think he's going to bust? You know, Lamar Jackson's still up there. And Anthony Richardson, to me, has improved as much as what everybody's trying to give him. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just like, I would go with Stroud. The latest I can get it.
Respect. All right. Well, for me, the quarterback that I feel like is a league winner this year, and I know we got a lot of hype coming out of college, but I feel it. What? Caleb Williams, brother.
Woo! Wait.
Now hear me out. The reason why Caleb Williams is a league winner this year is because with the quarterback market, you're going to have the few quarterbacks that go between 3 and 5, which would be like Pat Mahomes, the Josh Allens. of the world. Hell, even maybe Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow kind of area between 3 and 5. And then in round 6, you're going to get the CJ Stroud. You're going to get the Trevor Lawrences, as well as a plethora of other quarterbacks. Hell, even like the Kirk Cousins, they're going to go off the board. Now, someone like Caleb Williams, because of the history of the Bears franchise, people are going to be wary of whether or not they should draft him. Now, think about – now, I'm not going to say it's going to be apples to apples, but think about Patrick Mahomes' first year starting. He was on little to no people's rosters coming into the season. Yeah. And he busts out like gangbusters, and next thing you know, he's throwing 50 touchdowns. And whoever had Pat that year in the league pretty much stomped everybody out. I feel this year, Caleb Williams he's going quarterback between 18 and 22 in most drafts. So you got to think, if you're able to get him at quarterback 18, that's going to be the 9th, 10th, 11th round. And if he's going to be able to put up similar production to some of these top tier guys, and that not only that, but he plays for the Bears. They're going to have a 4th place schedule. Yeah. So he's not going to be playing a lot of quality opponents. And I just feel like with the skill players that they have on the offensive side of the football, he's going to be able to spread the ball around. He's going to be able to get those touchdowns, and secretly he runs incredibly well. He's a bigger body guy. He's more Josh Allen than he is like Pat Mahomes kind of thing. Like he's built. He could take those hits. So I can even see him having 5 to 6 rushing touchdowns. I think he's going to have 30 plus touchdowns passing the football, and I think he's going to have over 4 to 7 rushing touchdowns. And I feel like that kind of production, he's gonna outmatch the majority of quarterbacks out there. And I feel he's going to end up being a top 10 quarterback for the season.
Man. Go ahead, 7. He's throwing 30 touchdowns. I'm telling y'all, and I feel like he's gonna do good. I ain't gonna hate on you, Fox. I'm just saying, what we had talked about earlier with it. He just seems weird, man. Did you see him at the game? I'm not trying to say he can't play ball, but it's just like he wasn't fitting in. You know how like we all fit in. It was just like the call when he got drafted. It was like just strange. I'm not trying to say he can't play ball. I'm just saying it just seems strange, So I will say I don't think he's going to throw for 30, but I think what you got. It depends on how he starts. If he starts off bad and he starts throwing a lot of picks, I think it's going to affect the way he finishes the season. Now he might get better. That's just the way I feel about him because I just don't know about him.
How about this? I'm willing to make a humiliation bet on it. How about that?
Oh shoot!
30 TDs,
30 touchdowns.
30, okay, cool.
Wait. Via air or combination? Combination.
I said 30 touchdowns.
30 touchdowns. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Not rushing. I'm talking about air. No, not rushing too. I'm talking about throwing touchdowns. Throwing.
I'm still going to take that bet.
Okay,
I'm still going to take that bet.
Okay. Now I think he's going to get about 6 rushing. But I said, but throwing, I mean, come on now. I mean, he ain't getting 30.
What's the bet? What's the wager?
We'll figure that out. That might be on the next show. Let me look at it.
How about 50 push-ups on camera while we doing a safe space episode? You just in the background knocking them out. I want you to count that shit out too.
Look, I do that. Look, and I do my
push-ups. He to count that shit out. He said, "I want you to count that shit out." I'm talking to you.
Look, I will be glad to do that. I'll be doing my push-ups. So look, I matter of fact, I'm in the process of moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm moving to a new spot. So I said, I definitely will have the camera angled.
Just like the Raiders, you moving, huh?
Hey, moving on up. Look, I said, hey, but they say, and the neighborhood is good. It ain't like with Richmond, remember, but you ain't there no more. Nice. So I ain't gonna have to put no Rashee Rice on nobody when I walk through the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to California. Hey, y'all need to stay away from me, but shout out to y'all.
So 50 push-ups. If Caleb Williams 30 or higher.
Fox, you better get ready, dog.
Hey.
Lower the camera throughout the episode at the end of the season. One of y'all got to do push-ups.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Do it.
Sounds like
That's
a bet.
good. Ain't gonna be me, but I do them with you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With all that said,
Yes, sir.
my quarterback, QB 15, going 94, Caleb Williams.
Y'all on his sack, man. Y'all on his sack, man. I mean, y'all the guys who told me. You guys are the ones that told me how he was Hollywood. He done already got the house in the hills. Y'all get out of here. You're gonna be doing push-ups too. Yeah.
I ain't say 30, but I don't know a quarterback in the NFL right now with a better supporting cast. Healthy. Right now, Keenan Allen is healthy. Tank Dell is not healthy.
Yeah, we got a blue chip.
Right now, you talking DJ Moore, Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
We got the rookie Rome from Washington, the Husky. We talking about Cole Kmet, average, but a little bit above average. Then you got Swift out the backfield.
And they got Gerald Everett, who came over from the Chargers.
Come on.
Gerald Everett on his last leg.
He should be able to repeat what CJ Stroud did last year.
Man, look, Gerald Everett on his
lot. I know that's a lot. I know he's strange, but the weapons is the weapons. He's talented. He's best value Costco, Walmart brand Patrick Mahomes with a sprinkle with a little bit of Josh Allen. He's gonna be a problem, bro. He's gonna be a problem.
Good day in the morning.
You can guard all three of them plus the tight end and the running back coming out the backfield. It's gonna be a problem. And if you can the only thing I don't like 94. How is your QB 15 94? I'm not drafting him at 94. I got to get him later. I like him at QB 15, but I hate that's one thing I want to close in on. Their QB rankings is trash. Josh Allen should not be 20. Patrick, you should not have quarterbacks ranked in the third round or earlier, in my personal opinion. 94 for the 15th quarterback. You only playing with 12, 14 max.
Facts.
Why you got 94 QB 15 at 94? That's a little weird. That's weird to me. Right. Whole drafting call was weird. That's weird to me. But at QB 15, give me Caleb Williams because I think he can finish QB 7, QB 8. I really do.
Good gracious, man. Y'all cats, man. That's that Cali. That's that Cali coming out of y'all, man. Y'all was out, man.
It's that part. Hey, y'all not like us. Y'all apologize in North Carolina.
Hey, for real. Hey, look,
we didn't get a track with the people that dissed us 2 weeks later. That's what y'all doing.
You know that Kendrick track ain't getting. I know I work in security and bouncing too. I said Kendrick track ain't getting no love out here. It was all right, you know what I'm saying. But people, it was cool, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I don't see it with him. I think he's gonna be great in the future, but sometimes we put these labels. Like I said, he just needs to be him and not Pat Mahomes or the.
So my response to that would be my response to that would be, as Marvin Harrison Sr. said about Marvin Harrison Jr., just cut on the tape. If you look at the tape, Caleb Williams dominated. Last year he had I think it was like the 114th rank. I think it was 113 or 114th ranked defense last year. USC's defense was fucking terrible. All three of us could run for over 4 yards a carry against them motherfuckers. They're trash. And so you got to think, if it's eerily similar to how Pat Mahomes was at Texas Tech. If he didn't score a touchdown every time he had the ball, they're probably going to lose. If you watch the game against Oregon, Oregon, Bo Nix threw, I think, 4 or 5 touchdowns. They were up by 28 points, and the man starts leading the comeback, almost wins the game, and loses at the end and has a crying moment with his mom, and everybody's on his ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, the man's passionate. Like, it's not like he could go over to the defenders and be like, do your fucking job.
Right. So when Marvin Harrison Sr., when he told him to play the tape, did he have a gun in his hand? I'm just.
How can the good folks take care of it?
As always, y'all can give us the HBO special. If you don't know what the HBO special is, the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly, truly goes a long way.
We appreciate y'all. Next week, I think it's a mock draft Monday.
Yes,
So, we will be mocking. We'll figure out what we're going to do for Safe Space. We'll keep you posted. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Shout out to the Shot Caller. Shout out to Streamlabs. Thank you, brothers. It's always a pleasure. It's always therapy. It's always a safe space.
Absolutely.
I love it. Hey, much love to y'all, fellas.
They know it's safe with me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to tell you how it is, but, you know, y'all free to come along. We love to have you.
No.